What up? What up? What up? Strictly Podcast, man. This is episode 104. It's your boy, Randy Little. I pretend to be the host of this thing. And it's a new year. It's 2023. I got squad. The league has returned in full. Eric, Nick, Rocket. I hope you guys enjoyed everybody coming together, specifically audio only, because YouTube, my video was on some bullshit. But yeah, everybody gave you their favorites of 2022, their most anticipated of 2022 on back-to-back days, and now we do the first quarter, January, February, March preview. Talk about what we're excited for. Talk about what looks bad. And yeah, like I like these episodes, even though schedules get changed and movie releases get shuffled and whatnot. Speaking of movie releases, let's get into the most recent theatrical releases. Really, because what came out the last week of December? Really, the only new releases this past weekend was Megan. That was a nationwide release. There was like one or two other ones that came out limited. This upcoming weekend, you got the House Party remake, Plane with Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter, A Man Named Otto, O-T-T-O, Grumpy Tom Hanks. That goes wide. That's an expanded release. And then the weekend before the next episode, you got Missing, the semi-sequel to Searching, Storm Reed, Nia Long. And on physical media, over the past couple weeks, Horror Heads was in heaven because Halloween Ends came out, and then Terrifier 2 came out. And then this past Tuesday, I know Black Adam came out, and Armageddon Time came out. It was Pray for the Devil came out too, but ain't nobody watching that bullshit. This upcoming Tuesday looks like She Said, the Weinstein, exposing Weinstein movie is gonna come out. Fear the Walking Dead season 7 is coming out, and then the Tuesday before the next episode, The Menu comes out, Till comes out, the complete series City on a Hill comes out. That looks to be about it. So, when I come back, the league, January, February, March. March is so stacked, by the way. Like, half my most anticipated movies of the year are in March. I'll be back. Rec League Podcast. And the return. Full panel back. Been about a month, maybe more. First things first, I want to say to Nicholas and to Eric, Happy New Year.
It's after the 7th. You can't say Happy New Year after the 7th.
I just wanted to see who was going to catch it first. Happy New Year to Rocket, too, but you didn't post the curb thing on your stories. I just want to address Eric Sigmund been dodging me because he got the work on that Connect 4 at the round 1.
Killing me.
But chickens have come to roost. And the first episode of Rec League Podcast in January is always the first quarter preview. January, February, March. We're going to go weekend by weekend, talk a little bit about whatever we want to see, what looks like it might be trash, whatever we feeling. Before we move on to each next month, we're going to give our most anticipated for each month we just discussed. This current weekend, Megan came out, and what I thought was going to be like some throwaway Child's Play ripoff was actually very fun. Did we all see it?
Oh, no.
I know Nick saw it.
I did. I saw the hell out of it. and it was fun. It was kind of like what I expected, though. Like based on the trailer, I was like, I'm getting Child's Play 2019 vibes,
Yeah.
and like that's kind of what it was. Like I was like,
On
it was a
Letterboxd,
little.
I said that it was like Child's Play 2 meets Terminator, but it was also the Child's Play remake we deserved.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they were like, Child's Play was a good idea, but like making it about Chucky made people more disappointed with it. So they're like, what if we just did it again? But she danced, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good, and it worked. It was a little better than the Child's Play remake.
It was a lot better.
Now let me ask.
1, it was a lot better. 2, didn't the first trailer have some like variation of "I'm your friend to the end," and they completely cut it out?
They were playing the "It's Nice to Have a Friend" by Taylor in the background.
No,
I remember that vividly.
I bet you do.
But
now let me ask Rocket, do you plan on seeing it? Because you said you're like, no play.
I'm planning on seeing from hearing what people are saying about it. Plan on seeing it, but you know, I thought it was gonna be Chucky, but the girl version of the doll. That's how it came off.
Yeah,
it's not.
But it's when they say it's more of a thriller. I'm more, I'm in. So
it's
I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
It's very self-aware, which is not always get from movies. It was very self-aware from like start to finish.
It does not take itself too serious.
Yeah, good, which is a plus.
I don't know what the old way is. I don't even know where it's available.
Each Western.
I was about to say, apparently Nicolas Cage is in it though, and the owner of Power Rangers produced it.
That's not a real movie. That's what they talk about, like fake movies. It's like that's a fake movie.
Oh, so the poster would be in Don John 2 then. Next weekend, the weekend of Friday the 13th, there actually is a horror release, but it's not in theaters. We got the House Party remake, which I don't care what y'all old heads say. The trailer was funny.
The trailer is funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
So if it comes here, I'll see that. Plane, which we were saying before we hit record, looks like Gerard Butler doing his Bruce Willis straight-to-video thing, but I swear I'll see it if it comes.
I'll see it.
I'll just see it since it's in the theater. Like, if it was straight-to-video, I'd
no
probably
chance.
skip it. But, like, since it's in the theater, it's like there's one little wire in my brain. It's like, it must be worth going to see the theater.
It's
like,
Die Hard on a whole-ass island.
They must have thought it was good if it went to theaters.
And then Sick, which I swear I just heard of yesterday because I saw the preview on IMP, the poster site that I go to. It's a streaming horror slasher pandemic movie on Peacock.
I wouldn't give a shit about it just based on the description, but it's written by Kevin Williamson.
Really?
Yes.
No kidding.
So I was like, okay, I'll watch that. It's on Peacock.
Yes.
And I'm like, for free? Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm not expecting great things, but that's enough for me to check it out.
And we also got A Man Called Otto expanding wide next weekend.
No, Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Yep.
Grumpy Tom Hanks is funny.
That is a remake of a movie that's based on a popular book.
Prove it.
It was called A Man Called Ove, or Ove, OVE was the name. It was nominated for foreign language film a few years ago. It was a book. Now it's an American movie because we had to change the name to make sure everyone knows this is the American remake.
Pretty much.
I'll go see it. Fuck it.
All right.
Thanks.
The weekend of the 20th, it looks like we got Missing with Storm Reed, Nia Long, which is it's probably like a Glass Onion-ish sequel to Searching. But they're in the same franchise.
Universe.
Something. I just want that one line. Well, this is so eerily similar to how many years ago a man searching for his daughter and now a daughter's mother went missing or some bullshit. Like, I'm gonna see it. Like, Searching is incredibly underrated, so I just hope this is as good.
Did Nia Long get like a new agent?
Yeah, because she's popping up everywhere. She's in, at least she's in the TV show, The Best Man, the Eddie Murphy movie, this movie.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Whenever my mom was watching something, she was watching something on Netflix with the girl from the blonde girl from Riverdale. Her name is escaping me.
The chick from Hustlers.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know what this is. Next thing I know, Nia Long was her boss. And she was like, oh yeah, look who her boss is. And I was like,
Damn Lisa from Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been like 5 years or something since Searching came out.
Yeah.
I feel like people aren't even gonna like connect those dots.
No. They like a French poster come out with Storm Reed in the John Cho position. So hopefully,
I saw that.
Hopefully we get an American version of that.
The font is the same. It's like I caught it immediately.
Exact
I was
same.
like,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be all like that found footage-ish webcam POV the whole movie.
The only thing about that is like I hate that like at the theater because you have to read little tiny things and like I can't see for shit. I need to get new glasses. Like it was like that year I saw Searching and there was a sequel to Unfriended, which I liked the first Unfriended, so I was like, yeah, I'll go see the second one for sure. And that's all it was with the movies was back and forth, like reading the little DM bubbles while someone's over here doing something. At one point, I think I even took a picture of the screen on my phone so I could zoom in.
You just gave us our thumbnail.
Yeah.
What are the odds you guys think? Very small cameo. I give it like less than maybe a 0.5%. But John Cho shows up in Missing.
Maybe.
I just hope there's that reference.
Deborah Messing will pop again, and we'll be.
You know what I mean? So, or somebody, from that original Searching, the movie.
I bet
just
you
connect it.
It'll be like an article cameo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Otherwise, what's the point of like connecting those dots?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Why use the same gimmick if you're not gonna make one reference?
Yeah. I don't really care though. I'm not like one of those Marvel guys. Like, I need a cameo. I need that John Cho cameo. Like, I need him to show up out of the Doctor Strange thing and be like, maybe I can help. Whoa, how did I get here? I was searching for my daughter. Well, I'm searching for my missing mother. Spider-Man point. It'll be something like that. It'll be really great.
And the Son, Hugh Jackman, Laura Dern, Vanessa Kirby, Anthony Hopkins also comes out that day. This was a November release. They got pushed to January. So it might be ass.
Hugh Jackman got nominated for it.
Did he?
The Globes. Yeah. I'm confused as to whether or not, is it a sequel to The Father with Anthony Hopkins? It's the same director.
Is it really?
Yeah. I haven't seen a trailer for it.
It's directed by Florian Zeller, based on Zeller's 2018 stage play of the same name, and serves as a prequel to The Father.
Oh, wow.
So there's your swerve, Nicholas.
Anthony Hopkins' character is Hugh Jackman then.
He's the father.
It's like this is Peter McAllister, the father.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll see it if it's available to see. That's like those.
Is The Father what he won Best Actor for?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the most awkward Best Actor win in history.
Yeah, everybody thought they were going to give it to Chadwick.
Even the Oscar, like, people thought they were going to give it. That's why they made it, like, the Best Actor award last of the evening.
Yeah.
They were like,
oh, yeah, that's right.
Everybody's going to stand up and cry, and it's going to be great. And everything went wrong. It was like Joaquin Phoenix presented the award, so he wasn't enthusiastic at all. And he was like, and the winner is Anthony Hopkins. And then Anthony Hopkins
wasn't even there.
And he wasn't even there. which isn't his fault. He gave a very nice video.
Yeah, it was a good speech.
But it was like, oh my god, you should have just made Best Picture last.
Yeah, I forgot they put Best Actor. That's weird.
They were little, not that little, but it looked like they were in a hotel lobby or something. They were in this small room because it was COVID.
Oh yeah, that was that year. They were.
And I think they did it that way because a lot of people probably thought Chadwick Boseman was going to win Best Actor.
Yeah.
Was that for Ma Rainey, right?
Yeah. And when he didn't win, it was like, oops.
All right, well, thanks. Good night. And then it was like, oh.
Yeah, that's so it was very abrupt ending.
If I was running the Oscars, I would simply look at who won beforehand so I could plan things out. I'd be like, look, it's my shit.
It was probably some stupid ass ignorant thing. Well, if we give it to Chadwick, who's going to present next year?
No, ouch.
Right, think about those stupid old white people. We're stupid old white men. Let's give it to an old white man.
No, I'm not mad. Yeah. He was great in The Father, and The Father was a very good movie, as I recall.
You weren't disappointed that he won.
Yeah, it was just so much more awkward because they put it at the end, and I was like, oh.
It was.
Now we have The Son.
Well, Nick, were you a Teen Wolf fan?
No. The movie?
Yeah, I guess they're doing a movie on Paramount Plus, so I guess we can skip that.
I like the movie with Michael J. Fox. That was my shit when I was a kid. I even like Teen Witch.
Yep, got that.
The weekend of the 27th. There's a movie on here called Distant that I've seen no marketing for, so it might not be coming out. But Box Office Mojo and Wikipedia have it listed. Next, spoiler alert, my most anticipated movie of January is You People on Netflix. Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Mike Epps, Nia Long, David Duchovny. This looks hilarious. If you disagree, you're wrong.
I hope it actually is funny.
Yeah.
Netflix is
suspect.
Weird. Like every Adam Sandler Netflix movie looks pretty funny.
And it's not.
And it's like, this is such an odd way to do this. Like,
yeah,
just go on too long, and they aren't ever really funny. And I hope,
but I like that Jonah Hill wrote it, and as well as starring in it.
I'm saying, like, it looks funny.
Yeah,
the trailer made me audibly laugh. I wasn't just like,
like
I laughed at the trailer.
Yeah, the teaser, I don't know if y'all saw or remember the teaser. The teaser was really funny, and they were in a restaurant.
So you come to the hood often?
Yeah. Jonah talk about the GOAT. He's like, what do you mean GOAT? He's like, greatest of all time. Like, I know what it means. Who are you referring to? But yeah.
Am I like?
Nah.
Well, I'm not. It looks hilarious. I just hope it is.
For the rest of this episode, Rocket is white cuz.
Nope.
Right? Nope.
What's up with white cuz?
Let me see.
But you guys ain't talking about the Guy Ritchie movie.
It's not on here. Like it doesn't have a date.
Yeah, it's like
it comes out next week, I think.
Source?
It comes out next week. Operation Fortune.
I was ready to see that shit this time last year.
Yeah, I was going to say the one that never came out.
Yeah, it comes out next week.
The one, yeah. What'd you say? Hugh Grant was doing the Gentleman thing or whatever?
If you told me it was a sequel to The Gentleman, I'd believe you. Because like Hugh Grant is just the same character in like that trailer that I don't even remember though. It's been so long since I've watched that trailer.
I've been like checking repeatedly for a release date for this. It's released in international territories January 4th, but like domestically, I'm not seeing shit for us.
Yeah, it says releases next Thursday.
Yeah, it's so many conflicting, because I read the Joe Blow article that said it's still in question, this domestic and international release.
As long as the conflict and war is going on between Russia and Ukraine, like they're gonna be scared to release that shit.
Oh, is that the issue?
Yeah, like there's supposed to be like Ukrainian gangsters or something in the movie.
Interesting. Yeah, but
I hope Rock is right. I want to see it.
Yeah,
but when I saw Avatar, it was one of the trailers prior to seeing Avatar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You the only one.
Yes. I'm telling you, it's
thought that movie existed.
Yeah. So yeah.
Guy Ritchie probably already filmed like 2 more movies.
Yeah.
Probably.
But like, I know what supposed to come out like before the Ukraine thing. Like I remember seeing the trailer for it like a long time ago.
This movie has to be at least a year and a half, 2 years old.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If they probably filmed it right after Wrath of Man.
I can see that. Because I know Carrie Elsa's in it, Hugh Grant, obviously Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza's in it.
Josh Hartnett.
Yep. So, I mean, this had to be in the can for a while.
In the can.
In the can,
Shotgun Wedding is going to be on Amazon Prime. That's the J-Lo movie that Armie Hammer got kicked off of and replaced by Josh Duhamel. Too busy eating people. I'm probably not watching this.
It looks kind of fun. I might watch it. Since it's on Prime, it's another one. It's like, since it's free, I might watch it. It looks kind of funny. I think it's going to be rated R.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that's fun.
It was directed by the director of the first Pitch Perfect and Blockers, so that makes it a little more interesting.
Man, that's 2 hits as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. What's the date for that one again?
The 27th.
Still in January. 27th.
Yeah, and then I guess last for January, Infinity Pool. I think horror heads are kind of hyped for this.
Yeah.
The poster looks like Crimes of the Future too.
Yeah, it's Cronenberg's son.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to throw it out there.
Yes. A couple years ago, that movie was cool.
Oh wait, here's another one. Nick, Eric, did y'all see the trailer for Fear before Megan?
Did they show Fear? No, it ain't show for me.
Fear?
Yeah.
Like Mark Wahlberg?
No. Let me see.
No.
What's
that
funny?
is a 4K release though.
It reminded me of the movie Fear.com.
Yeah, definitely didn't show that.
It's
that's
Tommy from Power, Ruby Modine, T.I. Is it Terrence J? Terrence J is in it. But the director did all those really cheesy, dramatic movies like The Intruder, Black and Blue, Traffic, Fatale. It's a bunch of motherfuckers basically around a campfire talking about their biggest fears, and then all that shit starts happening. It looks trash. I've seen
this trailer now. I forgot that I watched it. I saw it on YouTube. I didn't see it in theaters. The trailer.
It looks like Fear.com is really makes me really not want to check out the trailer.
Right. And Stephen Dorff judges Scarlet.
Yeah, it's super generic, but yeah, nah.
Well, I did not see the trailer. I saw the Evil Dead trailer that everybody talked about and was really gnarly.
Did I get
completely different Evil Dead trailer played before Megan?
See, I didn't get an Evil Dead trailer because when the Fear trailer started, I was like, maybe this is Evil Dead, and they ended up not being Evil Dead.
The Evil Dead trailer was completely. It was less violent, obviously, but it was a completely different trailer. It started out different. I was like, wait, what is this? It was all different kinds of stuff.
Not gonna lie, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Yeah. So we can talk about it.
This is not a second quarter preview. Nick, most anticipated for January.
Probably Megan.
Pick one.
I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Rocket.
I mean, you people look really funny, but it's on Netflix, so I'm apprehensive.
Yeah.
No. I don't know why. I don't need to be, but
it's got a lot of hype. The director it brings a lot of hype with it. I forget why. He wrote something else that hit. Kenya Barris.
Yeah.
Let me see.
He didn't write Megan though.
No. Coming to America.
Off the Duck.
Shaft, Girls Trip, Barbershop 3.
I like Barbershop 3 and Girls Trip.
Yeah. Eric, most anticipated of January?
Well, I'm disappointed because it's one movie you forgot to miss.
Man,
I forgot to mention.
I did miss it. So why are you disappointed if I did miss it, fool?
You forgot to mention Shin Ultraman.
Ain't nobody checking for that shit.
Okay, Rocky, that's all that little head shit. You're like, man. Yeah, y'all don't. Yeah, it's gonna be Phantom Events, January 11th. Ooh, is 100% Rotten Tomatoes? Look at that. Well,
it is on Box Office Mojo.
We also mentioned the wide release of Women Talking on the 20th.
Mm-hmm. It looks wide right here on January 6th. Yeah, we've done this episode before. Y'all know that I ignore the women-heavy releases.
I said, like, Women Talking and
I'm just playing.
I feel like Women Talking and The Sun are kind of like poised to be these awards players. And I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're being released way too late.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you release something too early, you can hurt your movie. But I also think, like, if you release it too late, people will ignore it. And then by the time it's like The Whale and Banshees and all these movies have, like, built up all this hype already.
Yeah.
Like, Women Talking will come out and people will just be like, is that the Weinstein movie? Like, I don't want to get
Is it? No, that's not the one. Did they release two Weinstein movies?
No, they aren't, but it's a movie that's like She Said.
About the subject.
Oh.
Yeah. They're going to be like, well, which is which? It's like, I couldn't tell you. Women be talking.
But also,
so it's a Chris Rock documentary.
These studios be trying to drop these movies sometimes at the end, thinking if when people vote for stuff, this is the last thing that sticks in their mind. If it's that good,
but it's not.
The last thing so it stays with them. That's maybe what they're banking on.
Yeah, really they do that because they don't want to put any financial muscle behind it. So they want it to stick in your memory.
I said that about The Whale. I was like, man, there's not even a trailer for this fucking movie yet. Like, they're building all the hype around the performance, and nobody can see it. They finally released it. Like, they put a trailer out in, like, November. And I was like, man, this has been out for a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just seeing that picture of Brendan Fraser as this fact. Like, what? Yeah.
They put up the same picture and airbrushed it and made it the poster. It was like, what the fuck is this about? Yeah. Is he the whale?
That's right.
He spends a lot of time in the ocean.
That I think he wins best actor because if you're already talking about a movie, about a performance, and nobody's seen a trailer or a poster or hasn't been released, I mean, come on.
That's how they built all the hype of it. It's like, we're not released until right before. It's like, come on, dude, just like put it out.
Yeah, he was getting.
Who cares?
He was getting standing ovations. I'm like, what the hell are you watching?
Is he a whale? Is this like Tusk?
Yeah.
What are you about?
Is this Tusk?
Not really.
Yeah.
I've seen it finally.
Nah, but to answer your question seriously, we got way off track. Yeah,
I forgot I asked you.
Right, it's Megan because they built up. Speaking of hype, they built up a hype. The movie, they're working on a sequel already. It made its budget in one day.
God.
Yeah, it's only $12 million budget.
Yeah,
and that's impressive in itself.
Y'all welcome. I contributed to y'all sequel.
Yeah, I was there, ass and seat.
It's a Blumhouse, right? Blumhouse.
It is.
It is. It's a good Blumhouse. The same 10 years ago.
Can't wait to see Megan dancing in the Blumhouse intro.
What's crazy about it though is that studio is showing up other studios. Yes. I mean, now granted, I understand it's not a Marvel movie, which is $250 million budget, but Blumhouse, the studio, is showing other companies and studios, hey, you could make a good movie. Look at The Invisible Man. Mm-hmm. That movie was dope for pennies on the dollar, and they I don't even know how times over it made its money. So it's like
They make the movies just on the cheap. They're just like The Invisible Man. Oh yeah, like that's gonna be expensive, but it's like why? You don't need.
He's invisible.
Play the Invisible Man. He's just gonna be running around an empty house. It'll be great.
I just feel like Jason Blumhouse digs in his pocket and be like, "I got $20. We're making a movie," and then he makes the movie.
No, that's basically what the equivalent is. Let me ask y'all this: what was the budget of Invisible Man?
All right, whatever it costs.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Oh, bro.
Look at Rocket.
I want to say it was about $8 million.
Man, right 7. It was $7 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Just hold her and be like, all right, run around the house. You're running. He's chasing you. He was chasing you.
Yeah, you got to think Elizabeth Moss got like 5 of that, and the other 2 went to production.
Step 5.
And you also got to remember, if you said it was 7, it was special effects. That.
Oh yeah, there was some decent special.
Saying.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It was Hollow Man level effects though. Like
invisible people really exist.
Hollow Man was better. But it was like they didn't even have to do all that with the Invisible Man. It was mostly just like, and you're running. Oh,
right.
Run.
But it's a quote. Speaking of somebody who's definitely relevant these days, James Cameron made a quote.
Who?
And
I never heard of him.
But it's I was talking to my boy about this. It's the problem that a lot of Marvel movies or the big budget, not even Marvel.
You bite your tongue.
Yeah, I was about to say, Marvel always takes the brunt of
yeah,
this
they
stuff.
do. They do. That's not fair. That's not. But CG nowadays is used as a crutch instead of a tool. And like with the way these low budget movies, the way they utilize visual effects, and you can't even tell that they're visual effects, like Megan and Invisible Man, and that's
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar is obviously
there were effects in Avatar.
Yeah, but seriously, you joke about that, but also for real, because it's amazing and wonderful, but it's not show offy. It's the story and it's the effects supporting the story. It's not. That's this James Cameron has always approached all of his movies like that. Obviously, Avatar costs more than any movie ever seen in his life, but
oh yeah.
But like the line is blurred. Like so much of Avatar is visual effects.
Yeah.
That you don't even like think of as being like there was like the little clip from the trailer where it showed Jake, the dude, like tying something onto
strapping his hand in the
water, just his hands, and they say nothing in that shot is real. Mm-hmm. Like his hands are CGI. There's no monster thing there. The water is not real. And I was like, wait, whoa. I guess that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it would be.
All right, Rocky.
Like
most anticipated of January.
Gotta agree with Eric. Megan. Because like I said, I haven't seen it, and from the hype now and what everybody's saying, definitely gotta go check it out.
For the record though, you're agreeing with Eric and not Nick. We're gonna break and go to February. And February.
Uh-oh.
The weekend of February 3rd. Looks like there's 2 big releases.
Good.
I'm gonna get the one that I probably won't see out of the way, and that's 80 for Brady.
Mm-mm.
It's like the trailer looks like it has like moments of like funny.
It looks kind of funny,
but it's like this shit looks dumb, and it's like, do I really want to support Tom Brady?
Well, just hate Tom Brady. The movie looks fine.
No.
It kind of looks like a movie that they make every year. It's usually with guys. Like it's usually starring Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
And it'll be like or
Morgan Freeman and 3 other.
Morgan Freeman taking strays in 2023.
But he's always in those movies, and it's always called like "Not Too Old to Party." What was the one with Michael Caine?
What was that?
I can only think of Las Vegas.
I keep thinking of Bucket List. Yeah, it's always Morgan Freeman. Was Morgan Freeman in Bucket List?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
A group of old guys. Like, what was the one he did with Tom Cruise? Tommy Lee Jones. It was called like Not Done Yet or something like that. It's Ain't Too Old to Party. Going down with buddies, and it's just like him and his old guys being like, "Remember when we were young?" And they're being like, "Yeah," and then they go do something that young people do. This looks like that, but with women. That's what, like, the other day, what was it? I went and saw Puss in Boots, and there was the trailer for the sequel to Book Club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? I didn't even know that was coming out. But for maybe a minute of the trailer, I thought it was 80 for Brady. Like, yeah. I wasn't paying attention to who was in it.
Jane Fonda's in both of them.
And then I was like, wait, that's Diane Keaton. That's not Jane Fonda. What is this? And it was Book Club. It was the same movie. It was Not Too Old to Read.
Book Club 2, the next page.
Yeah. I was like, oh, is it 80 for Brady? Not too old to watch football.
But you know what? I got to give, I don't know. I would like to see the pitch meeting for this movie. Because you know how ages, well, Hollywood is all types of, it's sexist, racist, ageism. So the leads, the four leads, well, Rita Moreno, she's 91.
Moreno,
she looks amazing. And the youngest of the cast is Sally Field at 76.
Yeah. It's Jane Fonda.
That Rita is a Moreno. Fetching 76.
And I'm surprised that how studios are like, yeah, but there is, well, we're gonna see, I guess, if there's an audience for this type of movie. Because I'm surprised. Nick. This seems like the movie that will be on Netflix.
Yes. Word.
And not a major theatrical release. That, in my opinion, because that's a real gamble for. That's
also like right before the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah.
True.
That I think in pre-production they were assuming Tom Brady would be in.
But if you think about it, they are at the Super Bowl when New England played Atlanta. So
yeah.
To go to the Super Bowl. That is kind of like just, and it's like those are the only kind of movies you see. Like I really want to look them up. Or the one was about Going in Style.
Yeah,
Going in Style.
It was fun. It was funny. It was fine. But like that's what it was. It was like, remember when we were young and we're robbing banks
and going in style. Now?
It was like, remember when we were young and we used to go to Las Vegas? What if we went to Las Vegas old? It's like that's the premise. Okay. And this is like, remember when we watched the Patriots? What if we did that while we were old? And it's like, it's pretty though.
All right. The big release that weekend. Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. Back in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
This looks great. But y'all know, anybody pay attention to me, M. Night got something new coming. I'm watching that shit.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
And this is, again, I feel like another role that, like, The Rock would not have accepted. Bautista is just, like, adding another layer to his resume.
I have a whole theory. I won't get it, but, like, I think The Rock could do this kind of role. He just chooses not to.
Not to, yeah.
I agree.
No, this is...
The way of the Jumanji. And the
Yeah, let me tell you.
When The Rock tried Knock at the Cabin, it was Southland Tales.
Yeah, but even that was like, ambitious. He tried. Like, be cool. Yeah. Something forgettable like that. It's like, he was trying.
The Rock was the scene stealer in Be Cool, sir.
Yeah. Like, nobody talks about Be Cool. But
I do.
He went, he was out of his comfort zone a little bit, but he does not do that anymore.
Yeah. Now, The Rock is, at this point, is all about branding himself.
For sure.
And it's tequila.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly. Every post The Rock makes on social media is pushing something, and I don't blame him.
It is exactly like, good thing I got this booty sweat. It's like, I'm about to go see Super Pets with the little ones, and I'm so excited. The only thing that makes me more excited is the booty sweat. And I mean, that's fine. Like, no, but like,
I mean, no, he's obvious. He's going for the billions. He's going.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, not at all.
The conversation, and I'm like, it's a completely different. That's like comparing, like, Robert De Niro to Kevin Hart. It's like that's a completely different. It's like, who's the better actor? And it's like they aren't ever competing. They're not like running in the same circles for roles. Right. Thinking The Rock should have had the Blade Runner cameo. Like, no, he probably wasn't even considered for that.
But
right,
Rocket, try to guess the knock at the cabin twist.
The little girl has to die.
You monster.
I'll be honest, I hadn't watched the second trailer for it.
You're a teacher of youth. How dare you?
I work with kids.
I don't know. I wasn't nuts about the second trailer. I thought the first trailer was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the more I would see it, the more I was like, ooh, that's creepy. But like the second trailer wasn't as creepy. You saw like the plane look like it was about to crash and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, come on.
I'm real interested in one of the actors in this movie. Everybody knows Jonathan Groff. Everybody knows Dave Bautista. The one actor I'm looking forward to, and hopefully he does have some sort of role in this. I know he's in the movie.
Talk about Ron.
Exactly. Rupert Grint. Rupert Grint. I want to see what he can do. Because I know he's done other side movies here and there, but like nobody even
Ronald Weasley.
So I want to see what he could do in a movie like this.
Has he ever done anything with an American accent?
Not that I know of.
He's on a show.
The M. Night Shyamalan show on Apple.
Yeah. So that must be.
Wow.
I like this guy. I like this kid here. This kid here has got some.
He auditioned for The Sixth Sense, and I didn't give it to him.
Show,
but that's the character or his character in the movie I'm looking forward to. I want to see what he does.
This just missed the cut for my most anticipated all year. So I'm hyped.
Yeah,
Shyamalan still has the ability to, like, even if they're like, I don't remember, like, was Old a hit? Like, I feel like it did well. Was it like a hit? It was 2021. Nothing was really a hit.
Yeah, it did good enough that Universal didn't tell him to go to another studio.
Yeah, like, I feel like he still has this, like, ability to, like, make his movies kind of feel like events.
It's like there was a run. Like, The Village didn't necessarily hit like his first 3 movies. So Touchstone was like, bro, you gotta pack your shit. Lady in the Water was Warner Brothers. The Happening was Fox. Last Airbender was Paramount.
Oof.
After Earth was Sony. And then The Visit, Blumhouse and Universal picked him up and he found a home.
Yeah.
It's funny because with The Visit, what was different about all those movies? Way smaller budget. He had to use practical effects. I noticed with M. Night Shyamalan, if it's more, say, smaller budget, things he has to practical, his movies hit. Look at Signs. There wasn't much special effects in that. And I know, like me, I'm looking forward to, like you said, Randy, the twist of this movie. There's always a twist with him.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, also, I want to see if he even pops up in this movie. Because, he always has to play a small part or a cameo in every one of his movies. But
I never think of him, and whenever I think of him being in his own movies, I think of Scary Movie 3. I'm going to need to run.
But I just want to see what that twist is and what is the moral of the story, because like you said, every story has a moral to it.
If I was M. Night, like, man, everybody's expecting the twist. What do? I just show a character eating a pretzel, cut the credits.
The only thing about Old that I didn't love, like, I was really into the movie Old, and you're kind of expecting there to be a twist, and at the end was one. It was kind of like an explanation of what they were doing. to me, that movie didn't need a twist.
No.
I was like, this movie would be so much better if they were just on the island that makes you old, and you can't figure out what it is because you got old and you died, and that was the end of the movie. That's the only thing. I was like, everything doesn't need it. Like, Split didn't really have a twist. The only twist was like the very end.
Yeah.
That it was connected.
Yeah.
Sequel or whatever to Unbreak. And to me, it's like better for it. It wasn't like he's actually a woman or something. Like there was like some twist that explained why he was the way he was.
Yeah.
But maybe this won't really have a twist. Maybe it's just like you have to prevent the apocalypse. It's like, but why? I don't know. I read it in the book.
February 10th. You got Nick's most anticipated all year.
Ooh.
Magic Mike's Last Dance.
I'll admit, I haven't seen any of those movies.
Neither do I.
I got them, but I haven't
I
seen
don't remember the second one at all. I know I sat and watched it, but I don't remember it.
I'll watch
I
them.
remember thinking the first one was really good. As far as movies like that go.
Yeah, and Soderbergh's coming back.
I remember being like, dude, Soderbergh, yeah. No wonder. Like, it had his style. Like, it wasn't just like, you read it, it's like, it must have been like a paycheck movie. It was like, no, it was very much like in the same vein as like the other kind of dramas he's done.
Yeah.
Kind of like Traffic, kind of like Side Effects, like that kind of vibe. It was just like a movie. I remember going to see Ted at midnight with like a big group of friends, and that came out the same day as Magic Mike, and there were all these women there, like dressed up like they were going to a bachelor party. Like they were all dressed up, like wearing high heels, and like they were all there to see Magic Mike at midnight. We were like, "You think they're going to see Ted?" No.
Let me see.
Magic Mike.
We also got Sharper, which looks like it's on Apple TV Plus, A24, Julianne Moore, Sebastian Stan. No idea what that is. Your Place or Mine on Netflix. Reese Witherspoon, Ashton Kutcher, romantic comedy.
Maybe.
I need to see a trailer.
That's a maybe though on that.
You see Box Office Mojo saying I'm missing anything. Nope. On the 15th, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
So that's getting a theatrical release.
There's Eric's Fathom Events.
Is that gonna be?
Looks like it. Only one release, February 17th. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Now, back up for 1 minute. On your list, you don't see Marlowe?
I was just going to say, it's on here. It's on the 15th.
It looks like it's on the 3rd, sir.
Yeah, no, I got the 15th on my list, but I'm looking at 2.
Maybe it's limited.
I got the 13th. My list. I don't even know what that is. I don't have a list.
That was curious as well.
Liam Neeson and Diane Kruger in it.
Yeah,
so.
and the director's real interesting too. Neil Jordan. I didn't even know he was still making stuff.
That's not on Box Office Mojo, but it's on Wikipedia.
Is it action Liam Neeson or drama Liam Neeson?
Drama.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is drama, definitely.
Mm-hmm. He's got to lean into that accent. He does a drama.
But no, that was just...
He did Interview with a Vampire. You know, that's one of the big ones right there.
Oh, yeah, and Neil Jordan was also The Crying Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Brokeback Carter.
But
yeah. But
the trailer. It's hard for me to get hyped for things. It's like romantic comedy with Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon. That's like, that sounds great. That's all we got though. Like,
in 2004.
No trailer, there's nothing. Like, yep. That's like, I can't act like I'm really hyped.
Well, I mean, we just got the trailer for you people 3 weeks in advance, so give it a month.
Yeah.
Soon. Once I see the trailer, I'm more excited.
But
other than that, I guess
part 1 of the Jonathan Majors coming out party, February 17th.
Yeah.
Quantumania.
We have a trailer.
Looks pretty great.
Sounds sort of wonderful. I don't know, like the February release date. Like why? Like we've got 3 Marvel movies, MCU movies that I know of this year.
Yep.
And they're all coming out by summer.
Yeah, last one in July.
Yeah. And so I'm like, well, wait, why aren't we spread so low?
They were like Blade was originally November, and they just didn't plug anything in there.
Yeah, that's true. And like they're gonna have TV shows and stuff too, but it's still like stretch. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This is what the people are talking about.
This is true.
Guardians 3 will even be on physical by the time the Marvels comes out. But anyway,
probably.
I'm glad February.
It's part. Somebody's gonna suffer. It's part 3.
One of these ants is gonna get stepped on. Hopefully, it's the Wasp.
That's funny. But no, that's
Michael Keaton's character. I mean, Michael Keaton.
Bill Murray's
character.
But you know what's funny about that, Rocket? What you just said, Michael Keaton's real name
is Michael Douglas.
It's Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
He messed it up.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's this is the second director to direct all 3 movies in his series in MCU. So Peyton Reed.
Yep.
And the first one was on the Spider-Man director.
John Watts.
Yeah, John Watts.
And then we get a 3rd one in May.
Ooh.
But
yeah.
But I think it's cool that Ant-Man is somebody I read, they were like, it's time for Ant-Man to have his like Avengers level movie. Instead of just being like, to me, like the Ant-Man movies are like, it sounds like a diss, but it's not. But they're like the palate cleansers. Like you have a big movie like Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
You have Ant-Man. Like the finale was like the city in the air, and they're trying to stop it from dropping. And then the finale of Ant-Man was like in a bedroom with like Thomas the Tank Engine. Like it was great. Like it was like okay, like
the smaller scale movie.
Infinity War, which is the biggest thing of all time, and then you had Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, and it's like what you said. You got the ant playing the drums.
It was like the biggest,
worst post-credit scene ever.
Consequential post-credits ever, and then you had the ant playing the drums. Like, I've always liked that, but I read that somebody was like, it's time for Ant-Man to like be on the level of like his movies to be consequential. And I'm like, good. I like that. I like it.
It's the introduction. No, go ahead.
Massive player in game. I feel like everybody kind of forgets. I'm like, without Ant-Man, they were sitting around scratching their asses, like eating sandwiches. Like they had no plan for that.
Well, to be even more honest, the real hero is the rat.
Yeah, that's to get him out.
Until he showed up, I mean, they were sitting around like eating peanut butter sandwiches. Like,
and the funny thing is like everybody knows, Ant-Man is the comedy, aspect of the MCU. Those movies are. But people forget, Paul Rudd's character, Scott Lang, he's an engineer. He's not a dummy. He's not, you know what I mean? So he's a smart guy. He just chose to become a thief, and it's just, it's to the point where people see, like Nick saying, Ant-Man, these movies are comical, palate cleansers. I think this one, though, is going to change big time because this thing has big stakes in it. And I think, bringing in Kang, Jonathan Majors in it, now it's going to be his story spread throughout all these other Marvel movies.
Is Michael Pena not in it?
Like, it's been over since Kang showed up on Loki. And because this is Marvel, this isn't DC. At a table and meticulously plan, like, where is the next time to bring him in? Like, where is the next place for him to show up and have it be of consequence? And it's like, it's not a mistake that they put him in the Ant-Man movie. Like, this is going to be big. Like, it's going to be a big deal with the quantum realm and all that shit. It's all going to play a role in, like, I think, like, this is the movie that is going to, like, slam open the doors for, like, Phase 5, I guess this is the start. And all that shit they announced at Comic-Con, like, this is going to be the movie that, like, kicks that into gear. Because, like, last Phase or whatever didn't have a lot of that, which I didn't mind. I feel like post-Endgame, like, I feel like, Randy, you're watching them all now, and I have, like, a feeling, like, once you get to Endgame and beyond, they're going to play a little differently. Like, watching them one by one by one by one, like, it's going to be like, you know, we need
ants
kind
go
of
marching
this,
one by one.
kind of this, like, not really relaxing, but, like, everything isn't, like, end-all, be-all. Like, Black Widow is just Black Widow, and, like, Love and Thunder was just Love and Thunder. It was like, yeah, it's the movie. It's, like, what they're doing now.
Black Widow is catching a lot of retrospective hate.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Undeservedly so.
Yeah. I think, like, when you rewatch them, it's going to be like, even, like, Spider-Man, like, wasn't that end-all, be-all. Like, at the end of the day, it was really just kind of, like, his story.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-contained.
I think it's all just kind of been like, and we're going to get to Quantumania, which is going to be the one that, like the Civil War. Like, it's going to kick off the rest of that. Like,
yes.
From here on out, everything will be a consequence from Quantumania.
Yes.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
I was saying, it looks like...
I don't know what's with these rumors.
Rumors?
It was secret. It's a Secret Wars. I guess it's going to be one of the next big thing.
I think it's the first show this year.
Yeah, that's Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
The cameo. Everybody just thinks it's going to be cameos. The movie.
And yeah, that's why I was getting at. Like,
wouldn't hate it.
Maybe it will. Maybe that is the right approach to take after Spider-Man last year. Or the year before last year.
I'm saying it looks like Michael Pena is not in Quantumania.
No, he's not.
That sucks.
I knew T.I. and what's his name weren't in it.
T.I. is not in it because he hit some legal shit during pre-production.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
those characters were never like of use the way they could have been.
If
like,
they're in the quantum realm the whole time, what are like Earth side characters gonna do? But
that's how I see it. They got sucked into the quantum realm, and it's just them.
Yeah,
it's just them. You know.
Maybe they got snapped and never came back.
Maybe. The weekend of February 24th.
Ooh.
Cocaine Bear.
Looks like trash. I'll be
there. But we're all going to watch it.
I'll be there, bro.
Yeah. It looks so bad, it's good.
It's trash that we're all going to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I once saw Babylon, and there was one other guy in the theater. Sat in my same row. It really pissed me off. I was like, dude, anyway. He walks in, he sits down. He walks in during the trailers. And he walks in, he sits down, and like Cocaine Bear was on. He sits down, and just at the end, it just goes Cocaine Bear. And he went, ugh. Like, that's audible, like, he was already exhausted. And I was like,
yeah, the Harrison Ford.
I was like, Cocaine Bear?
She's my goddaughter.
Like, once again, it's directed by Elizabeth Banks.
Right?
It's so, everything is so
random.
Yeah.
She did Pitch Perfect 2.
She's done 2 serviceable movies.
And like, yeah, I didn't think Charlie's Angels was bad.
No.
I think the marketing for Charlie's Angels kind of was bad. Like, everything, I don't know. But the movie itself was, like, fine. I didn't hate it. She did Pitch Perfect 2, which was good, because Pitch Perfect 3 was not good.
Yeah.
And then also that weekend, we got Jesus Revolution with... I'm not big on the religious-themed movies, but for whatever reason, this looks really good.
It doesn't look bad.
Right?
If it had a different title, I feel like I'd be more... approachable, like more like I'd be like.
They should have just called it Church Frasier.
Yeah,
Kelsey Grammer. Yeah,
Church Frasier.
Revolution just sounds so much like one of those like God's Not Dead or like Kirk Cameron movies or some shit, and I'm like, I could not be less interested in that.
That's the demographic.
But like the movie doesn't look bad.
No.
I probably won't see it.
So are we running the table? Ant-Man most anticipated for February?
Yeah.
So
Knock at the Cabin is like
a close two.
It's there, but
it's right there. Yeah.
It's gotta be Ant-Man. I'm sorry.
Let me say February. And one humongous release the weekend of March 3rd. Creed 3.
Well, the Forager is Creed.
You shut your Forager ass up.
Oh man, Creed 3.
No Stallone, directed by Michael B. Jordan. Part 2 of the Jonathan Majors coming out party. Let's go.
Yeah, it might be alright. Yeah.
I'm ready for it. I said in like the most anticipated thing. Like I was like, I made my like top 5 and I put it in there and I was like, man, am I more excited for Creed 3 than this or that or this? And I started thinking, it's like, well, I'm gonna watch the Rockies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the Creeds. And like just that enough, I'm like, by the time this comes out, I'm gonna be like jumping and like fucking let's go.
So psyched for Rocky 5.
No. No. You can skip Rocky 5.
No, it's a part of the story.
Like, the perfect marathon of movies.
I swear. How did the guy that directed the original Rocky, the first 2 Karate Kids, come back to Rocky 5 and just give us that shit pile?
This is it.
Yeah.
And Rocky.
He
did all
fight.
3 of the Karate Kids, didn't he?
But 3's bad.
Well, 3, yeah, it's horrible. I see why you didn't want to include it, but yeah.
I mean, that was just his run. Like, Karate Kid 3, Rocky 5.
But it's not good. And all the other ones are good to masterpiece level.
Yes.
I'm intrigued in this because, they, reignited the Rocky franchise with the first one, Creed, who's a director, Ryan Coogler. Fantastic director.
Mm-hmm.
Creed was fantastic. Second one, Creed 2, different director, still good.
Yeah.
I still think Creed was better.
Very good.
This is the intriguing part. You got Michael B. Jordan, no Sly. Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut. Sly's not there. And
do we think the MGM fucked him out of it?
What happened?
Do we think the MGM fucked Stallone out of the franchise?
Well, on social media, it seemed like there was a lot of beef behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The rights and all this. But my whole thing about it is, you got Michael B. Jordan, who's a fantastic actor. Hopefully, he learned a lot from working with Coogler and took, the knowledge that Stallone had. And remember, this is the end of a trilogy, the Creed trilogy. His directorial debut. Can he close it out?
Yeah. And it's real ambitious, too.
Yeah.
From a filmmaker's standpoint, he's doing the IMAX thing. The first movie shot in IMAX.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe I'm just naive. Like, maybe I'm a child. But, to me, it's it's his directorial debut. But, you don't just get to direct a movie without sitting down with the execs and talking about the plan. And they talk about their expectation, yada, 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 yada. For them to be like, we're going to film this for IMAX. Mm-hmm. They have to see, massive potential and, his ability to do the story. Maybe not. Maybe they're just like, fuck it, here's your IMAX money, go. To me, in my head, I still am they have to have confidence in this. And, that makes me more excited. When I think about that, I'm like, oh, yes, because this is for IMAX. Creed 2, I think, had, a week-long IMAX run just because.
Yeah.
Creed 2 was way better than you would, expect it to be. It's Creed didn't really need a Creed 2. It was just kind of let's do another one. And then they were what if it was Chicago's son? and it just writes itself, and it was fucking great. Like, I was like, wait, this feels just fun.
That could be the thing, though, too, is Creed didn't need, like you said, didn't need a Creed 2. I still think Creed is better than Creed 2, but the way they brought in, Dolph Lundgren, his son, fantastic.
They were talking about, like, Dolph Lundgren signs on for Creed 2, and I was like, this shit is going to write itself. Fuck,
yep.
I write Creed 2, and then, like, it came, and I was like, that didn't disappoint me at all.
No.
But we don't know what, like I said, behind the scenes, Michael B. Jordan, like, I don't think he's this type of person, like, not that we know him, but he could have been, I'm not doing Creed 3 unless I direct it. You know what I mean? Like, for all we know, that could have been it. Like, we didn't know how Creed was going to do when it first came out. These guys don't sign for, 3-movie deal with the Creed franchise. They got to go step by step. One was good. Let's see. You notice Ryan Coogler didn't direct Creed 2. Usually that's how it works. This was great.
I think it was Black Panther scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
I can see that. But I'm just interested to see how he does in his debut as a director and starring in it.
Creed 2 was so good that Buddy got Transformers.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope there's a Creed 4 and a 5.
So do I.
Then wait 16 years and then make a movie called Adonis Creed.
Call it Adonis. And then, like, 10 more years, make him have a movie with, like, a young protege.
Yes.
I'm Adonis Creed. Who are you? This is my gym.
this is my...
Circle of Life.
Oh, my.
All right. Weekend of March the 10th. I'm hyped. But like I was saying off wax, when a little 95-pound girl is the one that stuck the knives and kebabbed the guy and then the nephew, I'm a little less hyped. Like, I'm hyped, but I'm a little less hyped for Scream 6. Like, I hope it's good.
Scream 6? Or are we supposed to call it, like, whatever the fuck, like, Scream V? Like, what, like...
No, it's Scream 6.
I guess it's Scream 6. It's kind of like Fast and Furious 6.
I'm not going to lie.
Ran out of ideas for titles.
I'm excited for the movie, but I'm not. Because every time they bring a movie to New York, it's never good. It's like Jason Takes Manhattan. That movie's terrible. It's always something that happens in New York after it's been, like the IP has been established somewhere else and they want to come to the city. Not good.
That's my thing, though. Again, like we were saying before we hit record, who has beef with these characters in New York to the point that they want to kill them?
It's
intriguing. It's intriguing, though, because it's Scream. This isn't just
like
Jason.
Yeah.
The killer. I'll
tell you what has me curious is that poster, that map, Scream face poster.
Yeah.
And with all the names.
It looks like a map.
Yeah.
That looks dope.
That poster is cold.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
Map,
The dude from Arrow who was in She-Hulk, he's going to be a killer.
He was on Black also.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at this point, the question then, if that's even right.
She's in it. And Neve Campbell's in it. They just got her in their back pocket.
That would be the biggest swerve.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. And I love it.
That would be the twist, is if all this back and forth, this and that, they keep it on the DL and they sign her and she's the killer.
I'll give them all the monies if they pull.
What would be the motivation if Sydney snapped, though?
That's what I'm saying. That's it. Yeah. This has been haunting her. She lost it. Now she turned into what she was avoiding.
But she got a husband and kids now. She in her 40s.
Hey man, fuck them kids.
Hey.
Eric know about them 40s.
Hey man. Oh yes.
It's all right.
But yeah, it's they obviously had a plan to turn around. This is we think we talked about this. It's the closest since the first two movies, a year after the other, right?
Yeah. Can't wait to binge. Can't wait to rewatch the franchise. I'm hoping this shit is great.
Yeah.
That's what I said when we did the last episode. I was like, I have to put this in my most anticipated. Simply because, like, Scream to me is, like, untouchable. Like, classic, like, oh my God, it's my favorite. And I'm still, like, I can't believe we're getting new Screams. And, like, last year, I liked the one last year. I wouldn't say I loved it. I wouldn't say it was, like, my new favorite. Oh my God, I can't. But I liked it. Like, it was good. It was good. Anybody who's like, oh, this sucked. I'm like, no, it didn't.
It was good.
I loved it until I really thought about it.
Yeah, it was very good. It's just by the time, it's like,
I'm bashing it, man. I liked it.
But I'm just hoping like they wrote it really fast. Like they were like, well, is there going to be another one? We'll see. And then like a month later, it was like, yeah, another one. It's like,
I would like to assume that they had them pitch a trilogy and they had the ideas already.
That's what it sounds like.
Because they greenlit it the weekend, right?
Yeah.
You wrote that really fast. Are you sure you wrote a good Scream movie? But I have faith. Like, there really wasn't a bad Scream movie. I guess you could argue 3.
Yeah, it's not
bad. It's just it's not on par.
It's sloppy,
It's not bad. I like 4. I think 4 has my favorite killer reveal after the first one.
Ooh,
just
maybe.
Because I genuinely didn't.
Nah, I'd put it third. Like I Scream 2. Scream 2 is like minutely not as good as the original.
Yeah,
Nick's a Scream 2 hater.
Not as good as Scream, but it is definitely the second best Scream.
Yes.
But
yeah.
I feel like I've talked about this before. Like,
didn't see it coming, did you?
The first reveal is nothing to write home about. Now I'm like, oh, of course it's that guy, like an old jogger. The second reveal is shocking until the little twist with it. I don't want to spoil it in case anybody is listening and hasn't seen Scream.
It's over 25 years old, Nick.
25 years old. But the fact that it's Billy's mother, it's like, oh, that's
Billy's mother.
Billy's mother. But like Scream 4, I remember being like, what?
Yeah.
Like, fucking way. Like, how did they do this? And then you start thinking it, you rewatch it, and it's like, oh shit, I guess she wasn't there. And like, that's to me, it's like where the fun is with Scream.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first scene, it being 2 people, you weren't even thinking about it being 2 people. Like, it's like it's one guy. Who is it? Who done it? And it's 2 fucking people. That's why.
Do we think? Will they ever take the killer back to just one person like Scream 3, or will they go 3 or more killers ever?
Hopefully not.
Be like,
see, that's got the worst reveal. Like, it
which
was
one?
Like,
3?
Yeah, like he was already dead, and you thought he was dead, and he just wasn't.
And it's another thing. We talk about it so much. I don't know if I mentioned it about Scream 3. So I remember seeing this, and there was like a collective confusion for 1.5 seconds. So in the movie, what's his name?
Roman.
Spoiler, God dog it, the movie came out.
Her brother. Roman.
I was thinking, is it something Foley, the actor?
Scott Foley.
Scott Foley. So the whole movie, he's the director, Roman Bridger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole movie, glasses. So when he takes the mask off, he doesn't have the glasses on. And for like a split second, who the fuck is this? Come on. You know what I mean? Just for a split second. You're like, that's him.
You have that second, it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. And then you're immediately like, wait, he died already.
And that too, it was real. And then what's her name is still out there somewhere.
Billy died too. Billy died too.
Yeah, but it was like 3 seconds before he stood back up, and that was the twist. This dude was found dead, and they didn't even acknowledge it. In fact, it's like he goes through the whole thing with Sydney, and she kills him or whatever.
Blame
Spoiler.
Kevin Williamson.
And then, like, Courtney Cox runs in, and she goes, Roman? Like, it's like, oh, yeah, somebody else has to acknowledge that. Like, it's really not that good. But it's not bad.
No.
I don't hate it.
And what's her name? Emily Mortimer. Is that her name?
Yeah. from the newsroom.
It's still that thing when the remnants of the last, because they did it with the director. He was dead, then he was alive, and that was supposed to happen with her. Supposedly, she was supposedly to be the second killer, because in that whole third act finale in a mansion, like he's only one killer. He's teleporting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Duh.
Because he pops up here, he pops up there.
Whack-a-mole.
So they really.
It's not a bad Scream 3. But it's not.
But yeah.
It's not horrible. Like some franchises have like an infamously bad entry or 2 or 3.
Right.
Scream 3 is like nowhere near on that level. Like it's fine. It's watchable.
But Scream 6.
It's not bad, but it's the worst out of the 5.
By comparison,
yes.
wise, yeah.
By comparison,
definitely.
yes.
Yeah. Because even 4.
Yeah.
So,
and
Midnight Meat Scream. March 17th.
Ooh.
Hold on one second. One whole second.
No.
We're not mentioning Inside with Willem Dafoe.
What the fuck is Inside? Y'all are pulling movies out of your ass.
We're looking on 2 entirely different lists, because I got that on mine too.
I got it on Box Office Mojo, but it's limited. I don't care.
Oh, you okay about that?
Oh man, that looks intriguing.
What is
He's
it?
an art thief. He's an art thief
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. He's trapped in. Yeah, it looks.
He's
good.
trapped in the house. That it's stuff what he steals. It's interesting. It's very intriguing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely look that up. It does look good though. Yeah.
It does. Kind of like Buried with Ryan Reynolds, but it like won't suck.
Ooh.
Damn.
It won't suck.
Damn, that's rough.
It doesn't suck, but I hated the ending of Buried. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But
You're just claustrophobic.
Like and you're like, oh shit.
All right, the 17th. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, 65. Moving on. What are we checking for?
It's kind of stupid to have both of those come out the same day. If I were the people,
they recently just bumped 65 a week back. It was up against Scream, which I feel like was better, like counter marketing.
Nah, it should have come out this month or some shit. 65. It looks
not know.
Fun-ish. I have a feeling 65. There's gonna be more than meets the eye with it.
Yeah.
So do I.
Like they're like from the writers of The Quiet Place, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's like Adam Driver, and I feel like he's got to be pretty picky with his scripts as like independent. He's got to like. It's not like he's just like, yeah, I need to buy a new car. Fuck it, yeah.
So I have a theory here, guys, and let me see what you guys think. You know, James Gunn taking over DC. You know, kind of.
Is he?
Though some of the moves he's made kind of upset some big DC fans.
I hadn't heard about that.
On who they're letting go and who they might keep and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You got 4 DC movies coming out in the near future. You know, it's like Dead Man Walking. These movies, as of now, seem like they're going to lead to nowhere. They're just releasing them. They're in the can. Better make money out of them.
But we can't get Batgirl.
Who's not to say, you know, like Shazam. Technically, it's a movie that can stand on its own. I like Zachary Levi playing the character. And in the spoiler end credit scene of the first one, Superman shows up, but you don't see the head. So it could be anybody. Movies like Shazam have a chance to survive in this new DCU universe with James Gunn if he chooses to keep it. But you know how fans are, social media. I'm going to go see the movie.
Yeah.
But you got people saying, F you, James Gunn. I'm not going to see it. You know, this and that, whatever. With the backlash of, especially with Henry Cavill and everything else, what are the odds, like I said, it's just a theory, people to show their discontent not even show up to these movies, because it's not like Shazam made 500-600 million. I think it barely made maybe 400 million, might have made more than that in between there. But at the end of the day is you got Aquaman, made $1 billion movie. Is it going to be as successful? Shazam is, you know what I mean? These movies that The Flash, everybody's talking about, they cut scenes out now that were cameos from these other characters. That changes the whole tone of the movie in a sense, because it was supposed to lead on to other things. Are these movies going to be as successful now with these movies he's made? Then, you know, it's, I see certain DC fans saying F you and not even coming up to see these movies.
Rocket.
Yes.
Normies, we know this. Normies don't give a fuck about the DC shakeup.
True.
Yeah.
So
I can go outside and ask somebody on the street, like, what are your thoughts? And they would have no thoughts.
All 4 of these movies are going to make money. But if they all each only make like $7 a piece, that's for me.
Yeah.
Cuz I don't care. Like
$5.7.
how much are Zack Snyder's fans like really impacting these movies? Maybe a couple $100.
Where were they for Black Adam? That's my question. Like,
yeah,
we all knew going into Black Adam. Like, spoiler alert. Sorry if you haven't seen Black Adam. It's out there in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
Black Adam. Henry Cavill as Superman, something that we have been clawing and fighting for 5 years, shows up at the end of Black Adam. Black Adam still underperformed, according to like their estimates and like what they actually were hoping for with it.
Yeah.
So, like, where were the Snyderverse people? The most vocal supporter of
they were calling Cavill a sellout.
Yeah, been involved with the movies for years was The Rock, and like we didn't go see it. We saw it, but where were they? Like I'm like
I just bought the Blu-ray.
We care, or is it just like whatever? I feel like the people that care, it's like.
But it was Cavill in a movie not directed by Zack Snyder, so they were bitching that he like sold out and turned his back on.
Yeah, it's always something
what did you think
silly.
To restoring the Snyderverse would be if that were even going to be a thing. Like, what did you think the first steps were going to be?
Bro, like Netflix is letting him do whatever he wants. He's never making another DC movie.
Like,
he'll probably never work for Warner Brothers again.
You know,
he even said himself. He even said himself he was done. So,
yeah, I don't. To me, I've moved past.
Yeah.
That, especially now with like the James Gunn thing, and like in the back of my mind, I'm like, all these people are going to be jobless in a year anyway. I'm just
I know. Even more jacked up than Henry Cavill is. Yeah, basically, didn't he shoot scenes for 3 movies and like none of them are gonna be seen now?
That's
he did it for Black Adam, Aquaman, and The Flash. He did it for The Flash. That's what they edited that out. Aquaman's being edited.
Yeah.
So he
and the Batgirl.
Yes.
Christ.
Back. So I hope Shazam's good. If they keep him, great. Because Zachary Levi's dope as the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I. I really like
it. Like, as a sequel to Shazam.
Yeah.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
And like my expectation is like, oh, I hope it's as good as Shazam because I thought Shazam was great.
But supposedly James Gunn this month is going to announce, I guess, the first wave of what they're doing. Can't wait.
Yes, the first 3 years.
Can't wait.
I hope it doesn't impact these movies negatively. I hope it's not like, well, fuck it then, because that's stupid. Kind of like
I'm going to see all 4 movies. I'm going to buy all 4 movies.
Same. I'm going to do it. But also, I'm intrigued also what happens with Michael Keaton, because remember, that's the big thing. I want to see what happens with his character, because he's still going to be in The Flash, but now
I'm pretty sure he's out as that Nick Fury type of whatever they initially wanted.
Because in Flash, he's supposed to be leading this team in a sense, going forward from The Flash. Is it now that they change that whole storyline around? Are they going to do what they did with Morbius? Now that they have to fix all these things, this movie not going to be as good?
My thing is, like, so many of these universe movies, there is that thing where you're like, I wonder how this is going to push the universe forward. Like I said about Ant-Man. I think that's where a lot of the disappointment with some of these phase 4 MCU movies came. A lot of them didn't do much to push it forward.
Right.
So it's like, with me now, we got Shazam coming out, we got The Flash, we got Aquaman. My thought is not, how are these going to push the universe forward? my thought is like, well, these are probably the last ones we're gonna see, but I'm still excited for them. So that's enough for me to be like, well, on their own, these still, I want them to be good movies. I want them to do well. So like, yeah, day one, I'm there for Shazam. I don't care. Like, I'm just like, Snyderverse is probably done.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so, but like, still, I'm like, Shazam. Like, fuck it. Right. You'd have told me when I was 12 that we would even have a Shazam movie.
Yeah.
Like, what? Stop. Nobody knows who that is.
All right, do we care about moving on, or are we moving on?
Oh, yeah.
Let's move on.
Paul Weitz, Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin. All right. The weekend of the 24th of March. John Wick back.
Ooh, good person. Oh, John Wick.
And then the Zach Braff directed, Florence Pugh starring A Good Person with Morgan Freeman.
There's a trailer for that, but I have not seen it.
Dude, I don't know if I saw it.
Zach Braff directed. You know, fun fact, Zach Braff directed Going in Style.
And also that weekend we got Champions, the Woody Harrelson disabled kid sports movie. It's sure to offend somebody.
Yeah, directed by one of the Farrelly
Oscar
brothers,
winner.
Right? Yeah.
Is he the Green Book guy?
Is it Bobby?
Or is he the other one?
Yeah. I don't know. I get him. You got to check in with my source on that. Nick, is he the Green Book guy?
Probably. I mean, probably, right? Like the director of Green Book comes the next movie that'll piss you off.
It's not on Wikipedia.
I don't like our goofy little directors like making serious movies.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
He's great. I hate it. Like, I'm like, man, I don't want you to make.
Nah, he's not the Green Book one.
Green Book was Peter.
Yeah.
So not the Oscar winner.
The other one is
the other one.
From the guy who brought you There's Something About Mary and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, John Wick looks amazing.
Yep.
It looks like it could be the last one based on the trailer, but I'm pretty sure they've already announced 5.
Yeah, supposedly they're going with 5 of them.
We're doing we got the spinoff coming too with.
Oh yeah.
And that's Arena. And that's in between.
So the Ballerina is the Hobbs and Shaw of the John Wick franchise.
I was watching that New Year's thing with Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson, and they were talking about like expectations for movies this year. He said something that's like somebody's going to come out and admit that John Wick 4 is just John Wick 3 with a 4. That's fine with the trailer. That's kind of like what made me miss it on like my most anticipated, because like it is, but like the trailer didn't like have my jaw drop or anything. I was like, yeah, that's another John Wick.
He's fighting Pennywise.
That's true.
Yeah.
God.
But aren't they supposed to drop that TV series, The Continental, as well?
Yeah, that's
eventually.
I think the timeline for that one is in between 2 and 3. Or something like that. I forget. It's supposed to be a interesting timeline, if that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, you got Bill Skarsgård and Donnie Yen, and I don't know how big or small this one role is going to be, but I know my boy Scott Adkins is in it. If you all aren't familiar with him, go watch Undisputed.
He's going to be a common type of character and give us one great fight scene.
Yeah, I hope so. Because he has, a lot of people are putting a certain movie on their worst of list of 2022. Day Shift with Jamie Foxx.
Didn't even see
it. And
I like that movie.
Look at Dick. And so you say you saw it, Rocket, right?
Yeah.
In my opinion, in my humble opinion, which is a fact, Scott Adkins, when the two brothers come in and Day Shift, that's the best damn scene in the movie.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Dude from Shameless.
Yeah. And I'm like, everybody like that. The Weekend Date Day Shift came out. They're like, give them their own show or movie.
Yes.
The brothers.
Yeah. Army of
spin-off. Yep.
We're brothers.
But Scott Adkins should definitely he should be like a much bigger star. I don't know what it is, but everything
he does his own stunts and everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many things in life that happen. I think of like nobody cares about this movie, but I used to see the trailer in front of everything, and I think about the trailer all the time. Remember the movie The Brothers Grimsby with Sacha Baron Cohen?
Vaguely.
Him and what was it? Mark Strong.
Mark Strong, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in that. He called him Ukrainian.
I always think it's like whatever Ukrainian Ben Affleck.
Ukrainian Ben Affleck.
There's so many things I think of in life where I think of that trailer, but not that movie. Or like something happens and I go, "Oh, that one easy," and I'm like,
"Yeah."
It was just from.
And even more.
Every movie.
Even more hilarious than that is he was the runner-up for Zack Snyder's Batman.
Scott
Batman
Adkins?
v Superman.
Really?
I was just gonna say, what do you think of Scott Adkins being the new Batman in DCU? I mean, I don't know what way James Gunn wants to go because he's like wants a younger version of Superman. All that.
I think he's gonna go younger with everybody.
He could play it really well. Like I said, the guy has the physique. He's a martial artist. Awesome martial. And he does his own stunts.
But
is he a detective?
Yeah, that was his last chance probably at a big franchise because as good as he looks, he's 45 and he's not gonna be a younger Batman. But But just saying all that to say, I hope he does get some nice shine in John Wick 4 because that dude is awesome and he should be.
Yeah, he is.
He was in Doctor Strange. They were fighting for the ghost fight.
Yeah.
I remember being like, nah.
All right,
why is he being like the henchman?
Yeah.
Last weekend in March, we got Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which looks funnish.
Yeah. Now that's going back to what I was saying with Rocket. That's the one that has me curious. For some reason, I'm not even into D&D like that, but it looks like it could be fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's got me intrigued.
Nicholas,
question. Like it was made with enthusiasm.
Question, Nick.
If that makes sense.
Are you going to watch the Marlon Wayans Dungeons and Dragons before this?
No. I feel like I'm going to have to.
Right?
Out of like necessity. I'm not looking forward to it.
I've never seen it.
If you want to torture yourself, go right ahead.
I heard it's trash.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, it's bad.
Even like as a kid, when it came out, I watched it. I forget how old I was, and I remember being like,
10.
This blows. Like, this sucks. I'd rather be in school right now.
Yeah. I feel like Chris Pine accepted this movie because he's just waiting for Paramount to get their shit together with Star Trek.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that would happen.
Right.
I was so excited for that Dungeons and Dragons movie with Marlon Wayans and all that because of the cartoon. I remember watching the cartoon Dungeons and Dragons, and then when I saw this, I started watching the cartoon again. So it was like it was
Marlon Wayans, dude from Child's Play 3.
Yeah, right. Justin Whalen.
Just no charisma, just at all. Like I just been like, oh man, this sucks.
Yeah. And Jeremy Irons must have needed a new beach house or something.
Yeah.
Like calling it trash is like complimenting it. It's beyond that. So I don't even know what's another word for it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Those movies you think of that are like bad and then you rewatch them, it's like, like the Super Mario Brothers movie, which I also plan on watching before the new one, whenever that comes out. Like that's
you mean with
Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo are Italian brothers.
Yeah, the movie sucks.
And it's like it's not good, but I'm not like dreading watching it. I'm like, there's a charm to it. It's so weird. I said on Twitter once that it's like ordering Blade Runner off of Wish.com. It's exactly like that. Like it's so odd, but like I don't hate it.
Yeah. The history of that movie is real intriguing. That movie was directed by a married couple, and they never worked again after that.
Yep.
Rightfully fucking so.
Yeah. Like the new one.
And it's yeah.
It looks
but
like
they had an impact on pop culture. This married couple. Y'all remember? Y'all probably too young.
VH1. We
Randy.
Remember the '90s.
There was a thing in the '80s called Max Headroom.
Yep.
And look it up if you're not familiar with it. The couple, they actually worked on that, which is how they got the job for the Mario Brothers movie in '93. But it's all types of rumors, like they secretly wanted to make their own like post-apocalyptic movie, and they said they were gonna make the Mario Brothers movies just to make their movie. It's a whole bunch of stories out there, and there's like this secret director's cut version that's floating around on the black market that somebody put together. I forget the name of it. Is
everything about that movie is odd. Like I watched it as a kid, and like there's a dinosaur shows up, and it's like I think we should call him Yoshi. What is going on? Like that's Yoshi? Why is he just a dinosaur?
Oh, how about this one? Y'all know about y'all know there's a scene after the credits?
For which one?
Super Mario Brothers the movie, '93.
If I've seen it, I don't remember.
It must have set up the next game.
Yeah.
So, most anticipated for March. Let's hear them.
John Wick 4 for me.
A lot to choose from.
Yeah.
On Creed.
Oh yeah, Creed. We talked about so many movies.
Rocket.
I gotta say Creed.
I gotta say Creed as well.
Yeah.
Are we all going to run the table with Creed?
I feel like Creed 3 is going to be good. I have faith that it's going to be good. And I'm excited to, like, watch the movies in front of it and all that stuff. It's like, Scream might not be good.
Oh, man.
I hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. But, like, it might suck. Even John Wick 4, I'm like, what if this is the one where John Wick just shits the bed and it's just not good? Like Creed 3, I'm just like, I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like
no, don't you put that evil on me. No.
Who else is gonna do that in that movie? You are not paralyzed. Stand up and shoot the ball.
Mine is Creed 3 as well.
Yep.
Drop the comments. Let us know what movies y'all looking forward to. January, February, March. We'll be back 2 weeks from now. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Y'all got
Last of Us? The Last of Us TV show? That drops next Sunday.
I just put it like this.
Never
Rocket,
heard of her.
you mentioned Jason Friday the 13th in Manhattan. Yeah. I just hope at the very least Scream is actually in damn New York instead of on a damn boat.
That was
facts.
The whole movie.
But yeah.
So I'll give them that. But anyway.
If y'all got a topic for us, drop that shit in the comments. I don't know if I'll consider it, but we'll see. It's Rec League. Yo. I'm looking for my opposition because clearly it ain't no competition. You rhyme about the drugs and some loot, and that's kinda cute. You wanna look cool instead of spread the truth. I murder a beat. Blood red the booth. Yo, people gas you but laugh behind your back though. For the clout, you bend over and take the pipe straight up the back door. You wanna know me, you ain't even got to ask. Giving stone cold stunners only time I'm on my ass. It's a certain group of lames that always trigger suspicion. I'm coming for that cheese like Jeremy Piven. And that's old school, and I live by the old rules. Respect the legends, no exceptions. You looking lost, ask a question. Fake ass dudes, you actors, need Oscars. Put that whack shit on the shelf cause you out of time like Steve Rogers. And chill until the next episode.